Okay, when we start with a percent and we convert it to a fraction, instead of it being a one-step process, there are two steps. First, you're going to convert to a decimal like we did in the last video. Once it's a decimal, you'll rewrite it as a fraction. But I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so we have this 550%. And look at, there's no decimal there. So one way to think about that, if you like the moving the decimal, think about that invisible decimal after the zero. So it would look something like that. You can rewrite an integer as a decimal by putting a decimal point at the very right of the number and then adding a zero after. Now you can just move the decimal two places. The percent sign goes away and you have 5.5. Well, look at what that says. That says if we were to read it, 5, the decimal point, you see a decimal point, you say the word and. So 5 and this is in the tenths place, so 5/10. Well, 5 and 10 both have a 5 in common, right? Because 5 is the same thing as 5 times 1, and 10 is the same thing as 5 times 2. The 5's cancel. Now we have 5 and 1/2. So that's one way to do it. You can pause this if you want, because I'm going to erase all that. Okay, so we're going to convert that to a decimal, just like this. 5 and 5/10 and 5/10 can be converted to 1/2. Or the other way to do that, 5 is the same thing since that's 1/2. Well, 5 can be rewritten as, let's see if I did that right here. Yeah, I did. 5 can be rewritten as 10/2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 10/2 plus 1/2 is 11/2. And once you're in algebra or higher, most of the time we're going to write things as an improper fraction, not a mixed number. So I most of the time am going to want you to write things like this, but you'll have lots of practice, so no worries. Okay, so that's it for this one.